Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. Lovely to see you all. Filigree Lotus, thank you very much for the resub. 10 months in the bank. Very nice comment as well. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. Guten Abend. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the stream. Guess what? We're going to play a new game today. Yep, that's a fact. Called Gamedec. It is a CRPG, so think Baldur's Gate without combat. So, yeah. We're going to be solving crimes in, I believe, virtual reality, I think. Looks like there's multiple characters, like level progressions. Yeah, this one looks good. I've been waiting for this for a while. I've had the key for a few days. I've not yet had a chance to fire it up. So we're going to go through everything, including the tutorial today. But I'm excited. The whole non-combat thing has me very, very intrigued. Yes, but that's pretty cool. It's cool to get a game that's somewhat innovative, I think. Hopefully there'll be lots of decision making and we can actually get into the crux of the characters, see what makes them tick. I'm sure they have character flaws and we'll have to overcome those as we progress. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. And then on Sunday, I'll have to check my calendar. Does my calendar sync with... it might not. On Sunday, we'll be playing... And I've forgotten the name of it. Good job. Good job, Queeb. Nice work. Sheltered, the sequel, Sheltered 2. We got an early access preview of that as well. So that looks cool. More of a sim style management game. I'm sure it's going to trigger me a little bit because it's going to hit those buttons that I'm not a fan of. But I'm willing to dive in. I love the premise. I love this whole survival sim post-apocalyptic worlds. I don't know, it's gritty, it's dirty, it's cool. Again, thank you for stopping in. And we'll probably be ending up with a little bit of Isaac later on, depending on how I'm feeling. I was starting to rage a little bit last night, thanks to Tainted Eden. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But let's start out with a little bit of Gamedec. Sergeant Kenai, thank you very much. 6 months. Holy mackerel, dude. 6 months in the bank. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It means the world. This is Gamedec. Tutorial is currently turned on, so we're going to be going through that together. If you need me to adjust any volumes, let me know. I have a feeling the ambient music is going to be somewhat quieter than the rest of the game, so we'll see what happens.
It's a strange profession, Gamedec. You're neither a player nor a detective. You know the rules and how people break them. How they leave a digital trail. And there is always a trail. A flaw in the source code. Backdoors used by cheaters. Anonymity skins, used to cover up unpopular activities. All can be found. All can be traced. With a lot of skill and a little bit of luck. Sometimes more than a little. Because there are surprises, even for a game deck. But in the end, you keep your eyes on the prize. This is my story. What's yours?
Interesting. Character creation. Let's run a McQueeb today, shall we? Origin, low city, high city. No idea what that means. Looks like presets. Does McQueeb have like electricity coming out of her head? I'm not so sure. I can't remember. It's been a while. Cool hair. All right, values. Dominant value guiding your character before they choose a game deck's profession. Your choice will determine the aspects they start their adventure with. Oh, okay. So first of all, like straight out of the gate, I can't tell. Oh, it might be, actually. Well, male presenting, possibly. All right. So, yeah, straight out of the gate, I don't know what these symbols mean. So, I guess we have to go by the words alone. Self-direction, stimulation, hedonism, achievement, power, security, conformity, tradition, benevolence, universalism. Yeah, I don't know. Rendon, digital brain, a device shaped like a real brain and emulating all its functions with the ability to create new synaptic connections. Rendons have both a neural network and the networks of all classes of the glial cells found in organic brains. A rendon can be based on a psychoscan of a living person, which makes it able to store a psyche identical to the residing in the original brain, or a psyche transferred from an organic brain, or it can be developed artificially from the ground up. See Pygmalion technology to hold a new, previously non-existent psyche. This is how digenets are created. Multisensory encyclopedia. This is probably just typical loading screen flavor text to give you some backstory or tips, possibly. So maybe no voice acting. Maybe. I didn't remember why I had become a game deck. At some point, to choose dialogue options, left click or press the corresponding number. I like it. Dialogue history. To see the history of your current conversation, click the arrow at the top of the dialogue window. At some point, I must have decided. Oh, right. So I do have Twitch integration turned on. Let's just wait on that for a second. I will call upon that at some time. At some point, I must have decided that it was a reasonable way of making money. Then I just got used to it. Recall your career, look around, start your day. Let's recall our career. I solved numerous cases, so people started to believe I was credible, and credibility was crucial in my line of work. Pretty much everything can be falsified, but you can't fake credibility. Games, beside being my workplace, also became my second home. Did I ever play for fun? Yes, sometimes I did. So hold up. Gamedec wasn't just a name given to detect... Okay, game detect... Okay, I get it. Are we solving real-world crimes that happen in games? Are we solving real-world crimes that are only solvable in games? Or are we solving in-game crimes? You doubt it's a forced vote? You may be right. You may be right. But before we get into that, let's go through a few scenarios and see what's up. Let's look around. I was surrounded by the real world. That is Realium. I could hear Warsaw City humming outside the window. I lived in Towerstone in Wola. It was the end of the 22nd century and the people were crazy happy. Kidding. Some were, some weren't. Which group did I belong to? I wasn't sure. New objective. Get a job. It was time to check if there were any new jobs. Movement. Left click anywhere on the ground to move. Tab key on your keyboard to adjust movement speed. Left click the interaction icon to interact with the object or person in your environment. Some interaction icons are always visible. Others will only appear when the circumstances are right. For example, when you are near them. Okay, kind of makes sense. Elemental Silver with the 5 months, and not only that, the gifted sub to Connor Maloney, another regular here. Good to have you here. Your head hurts? Dude, I'm sorry. Hopefully my dulcet tones can ease your pain, which is a laugh, because when I'm getting one of my episodes, the last thing I want to do is listen to anyone ever. All right. Check the email on my computer. All right, so we have 2 speeds, walk and run. This is the window. Warsaw City, my polis. A lot of words we need to learn straight away. They got different names for different things here. Look out the window. Walkways, squares, space, and chasms. That's what modern cities look like. The middle layer, mid-city, despite dense developments, you could still see the sun and pieces of the sky, as well as the long way down. I don't feel good here or nice view. We don't hate it, right? I felt a connection with the people above and below. I could hear the transit tubes. Pneumobiles and humming ads. Void Stars VX! It was never quiet. This is where the rich meet the poor, and the light meets the darkness. This is the layer of the city where you can be pretty much whoever you want. Oh, reminds me of that, what was that Bruce Willis movie? He was some kind of detective agent, something. Unlike this game that had combat. But like it was all based on virtual reality, but it was in the real world? I'll have to think on that. Old? I mean, reasonably old, yeah. Yeah. Where advertising drones peep through people's windows looking for new victims. Okay, so contemplate. Number 2 is Glazier. Looks like a character class or some specialization. Send the advertising drone away. Let's try that. I can't do that. Or leave. Alright, let's contemplate. I had a few things I needed to think over. You can't really contemplate without a drink in your hand. Luckily, the servo bot knew exactly what I needed. This is a very tense moment here, Loaf. We're trying to develop our backstory, our character. This is the whole game revolves around this, and you interrupt me with bark. It's so rude. It's like he's 6 months old or something. Surrogates, thank you. Yep, Connor got it. That's the one. Surrogates. I greeted my robotic friend. It was waiting for instructions as per usual. Coffee, tea, whiskey, or vodka? All right, let's see if the voting works. I guess it's waiting for input. Just type a number between 1 and 4. I'm not getting any feedback on my end whatsoever. Might have to re-click it. Nope, nothing. I did link my Twitch account. Yeah, that option wouldn't be there otherwise, I don't think. Interesting. Oh, well. First bug of the game found. Possibly. It's alright. Let's go with coffee. Professions. Some dialogue options are available only if you have the right profession. Such options begin with the name of a profession. Click the icon to the left edge of the screen or press L to see the profession tree. Okay. The dark beverage of the gods. I could choose from the cheap synthetic stuff and ground beans, which obviously costs more. Wow, we have a shop robot in our apartment. So more expensive option, less expensive option, or infotainer. I guess that's a game class, a reputable brand. Let's go more expensive. We like the fancy stuff. We're a bit of a connoisseur. In fact, we make TikTok content on the side. We even have a pour over. Remind me of the name of the thing. French press? Question mark. You gotta clean it with hot water first before you put it in. I wasn't going to beat myself up for something I already had to pay for. I decided I would drink synthetics when the good stuff was gone. I decided to think some stuff over and get to work. Sensory Worlds, recent events, leave. Sensory Worlds. Thousands of games and millions of players mean plenty of cases for Gamedec's. Hatred, greed, and deviousness are especially common online. We'll check out those things on the left too in a sec. Hey Lenny, what's going on? Calorian, good to see you. Hello. 2, Z-Raven wants me to become an alcoholic straight away. I get it. Cool. Percolator. Interesting. One sec. Had a great day at work. People were tipping really well. Lenny, that's awesome. 2 topics had been especially popular in the media recently. Digital love and whether it's better to live online or in Realium. Alright, games or Realium. I took a sip. Game fans say they said that let them fulfill their dreams and that they don't have to obey the rules of nature, which are a bitch. They can choose their gender, looks, go on adventures. Opponents call it escaping and claim that you can only get tough in Realium. Realium presents real challenges, but you can make some good money online too, and it's no less complicated than in Realium. What do we prefer, Realium or games? Do we do like the real world or the game worlds? It's tough question. Yes. Very thought permeates my mind every day. What's the noise? It sounds like planes flying overhead, but it's constant. It's not just an over... Unless it's this thing, which I doubt. I think games... We prefer the game world? No game, no pain. Sensory worlds and kingdoms in themselves. There are plenty of affairs, people, and nuances. So I'm not surprised that some people call them home. Open window? Window looks closed. That might be a mistake as well. I don't know. Experience something in a game is no different from experiencing it in Realium. It's just a different and more interesting level of reality. Recent events. Some had been talking about the Pygmalion technology developed by Blue Whales Interactive. It upgraded AI to the level of human psyche. Recent gossip, a man named Ken Chow. Chow? How do you pronounce that? Z-H-O-U. A young Good-A-Bad's star. Screwed up in the last game, and his Black Angels lost. Pygmalion technology. BWI claimed they could create human beings, obviously for a hell of a price. Such humans are called diginets. A diginet has a synthetic brain, a rendon, but no body. It lives online, unless you buy it a Mobrium. There were demonstrations at the company's location against this technology. The protesters claimed the diginets were unnatural. I think the protesters were right. I want to get me some of that Pygmalion technology myself. Diginets hadn't been tested, and the technology hadn't been verified. It worked because BWI said it did. Hey, later, Raven. Take it easy. And Surf Gavin, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome. The protesters were right to demonstrate. Pygmalion was a suspicious technology. It was time to get to work. Check your email on the computer. Okay, so first of all... Oh, hang on. Someone was sensing me. It turned out to be a man called Jeffrey Haggis. I didn't know him. Nevertheless, I answered. Oh, you're there. Please come see me. The Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255. South entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. Negotiate a down payment, inquire about details, and agree. I like money. Hold on, let's have a little respect for each other's time. I don't know anything about the case, and I'm not sure whether a certain amount... I get it. You want a down payment. I'm transferring it right now. I hope it's enough. Yes? Great, I'm waiting. He disconnected. Sick. Lenny the Goat with a gifted sub to Calorian. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Alright. Deduction. The main nodes are questions that are the key part of your deduction process. Your task is to gather information and choose the answer to each deduction node based on that information to unlock the following nodes. Repeat the process until you reach the final conclusion. Codex. Characters. Virtualium. Gamedec first site. Gamedec verse webpage. Do you want to know the Gamedec verse world better? Are you interested in news, updates, and gossip? Visit gamedecverse.com. Gamedecverse.com. Nice. They did it. I love it when games start Like they put in fake websites, but they don't bother registering the domain, and it goes nowhere. So people buy it. There was a famous one. I think it was what game was it in? I can't remember the game, but somebody saw it. It was in like Half-Life or something. They saw it, and they thought, "I'm gonna buy this domain because it's not registered." And then they linked it to some porn crap or whatever, and then they had to, I don't know, there was some kind of, I think it's slightly different than people that park websites, right? Specifically, like, let's say I made a half-life3.com or whatever, banking on the fact that that company one day is going to want that website. A little bit different than that. Gamedec's. Galahad on Gamedec's. Cal, one more stupid question. Shoot. What do you think about Gamedec's? I think it's a fun but completely unneeded profession, a blown up nothing. Redundant. Ooh, Frank, I disagree. Being a Gamedec is a sensible profession. But when something bad happens inside a game, it's easier to just pop up the hood, take a look inside and see what's wrong. Such problems should be handled by programmers, analysts, not game... cut off. And that's where you're wrong, Frank. Just like my mom when she added cocaine to the cake instead of baking powder. She did that? Yeah, in real life too. What a woman, but let's cut to the chase. Games are complicated, right? Right. AI's watching over them? Right. The number of Chi-Tong characters composing them is so great that no one person could ever know the whole program of even the simplest game. I'm not sure about that one. Frank, in my brain, there's 100 billion neurons. In yours, there's half of that. And every neuron has 10,000 junctions on average synapses. And multiply 100 million by 10,000 and you get a 1 and 15 zeros. That's called a quadrillion. So your helmet controls a quadrillion synapses. Now take a game like Crying Guns, where there are 50,000 players on a single server. 50 times a quadrillion gives you 50 trillion variables per second. And that's just controlling the brains of the people playing the game. When you add their simulation, neuronal response control, creation of the world with the whole sensory report, i.e. picture, sound, smells, flavors, temperatures, you're going to get a factor multiplying all that by another million, around 50 septillion variables per split second. That's a lot. You're fucking right, that's a lot, Frank. We're talking about one server in a living organism of a game adapting to the situation on the battlefield in a simple sensory world based on battles and clans. Can you imagine the array of this world? No. So now imagine that someone throws a cheat in there. Find it. Impossible. Order an AI to find it when the person who implemented it made it so that AI can define it. That's possible. It's easier than you think. Now, how do you find the cheat? I don't. Exactly. You won't find it browsing the code, but a Gamedec will. How? Gamedec's... Gamedecs usually don't know about programming, at least not at an expert level. Gamedecs don't browse the code. They look for the people who implemented the cheat and nicely ask them to remove it. Oh. Gamedecs handle people, not code. They observe, draw conclusions, deduce, analyze. They need 3 things: to know about games, to know about the people, and to have a high IQ. They examine the problem like birds flying over a labyrinth. You're stuck in that labyrinth running in circles, so you outsource, you call a Gamedec. They come, take a look around, analyze, and find the problem. Bingo. And then they say the famous Gamedec catchphrase, detection ends case. So this is gossip, but we've got access to the dark web, possibly later as well. 3 of 5. So I don't think this is email, right? Technologies. No, this is more like a... Well, it's in a codex. Blue Whales Interactive. Welcome, fan of Paradise Beach and other Blue Whale interactive games. Admit it, you've had a crush on many NPCs, and now you can give them life. Yes, BWI has developed a human creation technology. We can upgrade the AI of any character that you choose to the level of that human mind. And there's more. We can create human psyche from the ground up according to your preferences. The person you created will have a personal rendon, a unique mind, a personal in, a college degree, and civil rights. Do you feel like a god now? You should. Creation is at your hands. Pygmalion technology commercial. Professions. Here's that profession tree. So, aspects. Aspects are part of the Gamedec's personality expressed through actions, thoughts, and emotions. Be kind to gain the empathy aspect. Inspire someone to gain inspiration. Aspect are grouped into 4 following personality types: decisive red, analytical blue, creative yellow, and sociable green. Aspects are used to unlock professions. Hold down the left mouse button on a chosen profession to unlock it. Professions unlock special conversation options, enabling you to do more. Hover your cursor over a profession to see its description. Each profession requires a different, missing a T there, personality. The description will indicate which aspect unlocks a given profession. A profession will be highlighted if you have the required aspects. Click and hold the left mouse button on a profession to unlock it. Lot to take in. Choosing a different language, obviously a very bold choice when making a game, but creating a whole new future tech to go along with that is it's bold. It's tough. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Oops. No. Cancel. Determination, authority, sincerity, indifference, impatience, specific, selfishness, target, inspiration, spontaneity, optimism, verbosity, energy, expression, atmosphere, intuition, rules, calm, loneliness, caution, logic, facts, discretion, accuracy, empathy, listening, trust, compassion, amicability, service, pacifism, and education. Requirements. Okay, so there's skills that we need to unlock. For example, brain fixer. All you need is a glance at your lenses to learn what devices are in the vicinity and what kind of media equipment your interlocutors use. By linking the light devices, you can influence a person's mind. You can alter their mood, attitudes, and how they view the situation. Okay. Cracker. In the world of virtual currents, you are what gamers call the end game. In your hands, the code becomes malleable like clay. What others find impossible to break into your crack effortlessly without interrupting your daydreams or of snacking on dumplings. Okay, like I said, it's a lot. This skill tree looks quite small, but I have a feeling it's going to take a while to get there and to realize what's going on. And then we've got... Oh, okay, just stuff that I haven't looked at. Let me just click on... I'm not going to click on everything. It's fine. I can stay there. All right. Where's my email? My guess is computer. Holovision. TV. It's like 65-inch, man. That's awesome. Today is Monday, July 17th. My name is Carla Columna, and this is the news. Ken Shao, the young star of Goodabads, loses the game miserably. Xiao blames everything on glitches in the game. Could this be the end of the youngster's career? That's it. One headline, we're done. Bliss. This control panel for the apartment's AI. A fine piece of software that didn't treat fridge contents as its first priority. You can also talk to it. Its name is Bliss. That's the default name, and I never bothered to change it. Activate the system. A logo with 2 whales appeared on the ground. Thank you for purchasing a product manufactured by Blue Whales Interactive, the leader in the field of AI. BWI, never alone. You are activating Bliss for the first time. First, configure the software to your liking. I cursed. Something had reset my settings. Probably another failure in the tower or a surge upstairs. I had to reconfigure everything again. A holographic figure appeared in the chair. Chair in the air. My name is Bliss. What do you want to talk about? Hi. What do you mean? Don't you remember me? Why does everything break all the time nowadays? Okay, so we're not a glazier, which means we can't analyze the system. We're going to leave. Good conversation. Couch. A virtual couch, not the newest model, but I can still rely on it at least. I think I can. A poet would call it a gateway to the sensory worlds. To me, it was just a tool of my trade. Look at the helmet. It was starting to fall apart. I needed to replace it. Damn it! Such important gear wouldn't come cheap. I couldn't afford it at the moment. I needed a few jobs first, or one big job that paid well. Check fluid level. Fluid levels were low, still had a few tanks left, but it's always good to have reserves. Order infusion fluid. Done. The delivery drone would be here in a few hours. Check couch log. July 19, 21:99. 3:30 p.m. My last session took... Oops, pressed the wrong button. The couch displayed an error message recommending to reset it to default settings. The model's reliability had become questionable. The glory days of this thing are well behind it. A Gamedec should spare no expense on things like this. It's time to think about getting a new one. We can't report the defect, so we're going to leave. And finally, we'll check my email. My computer, it controlled the couch, communicated with household appliances, let me send messages, and did everything else. Question: does Juicero still exist in 21.99? See, asking the real questions here. It was old and could use an upgrade, but it still worked well enough to be reliable. Net. A new case. I wondered if anything would surface on the net. Look up Haggis, the director of programming department at Blue Whales Interactive. Wife, Eleonora. Son, Fredo, to his friends. His assets are recorded in 8-figure amounts. That's all I could find. Look up Blue Whales Interactive. The leader in the field of AI, their flagship product, the dating game Paradise Beach. A little less known but still popular was the Knight's Code, a clan battle game based on medieval Japan. They made luxury helmets, and ladies and gentlemen, they could make human beings. Their Pygmalion upgraded AIs mimicked human psyches. Okay. Games. We've got Void Stars. It's the only game we have. We are literally a detective that goes inside games, yet the only game that we own, or that's available on this computer, they did say it was old. Fair. Void Stars. I earned in several games, but was recently focused on one, Void Stars, still in development, even though it had already been released. Early access in 21.99. It was supposed to be bigger than all previous space simulations, though that was hard to imagine. It's Star Citizen. It's literally Star Citizen. $21.99 release date. Star Citizen. You heard it here first. I'd already bought a few ships. I just couldn't help myself. They were damn expensive. But what the hell? I loved looking at my fleet. We gonna buy a new ship? Hell yes. What was more exciting than expanding one's fleet? The much hyped Vulture X sure was tempting. A fantastic exploration vessel with a medical bay, a hangar with a scouting ship. Strong armor, a crew of bots at your command, all for a bargain price. The price would increase later. Literally Star Citizen. Hilarious. Damn it, I couldn't afford this baby given the state of my finances. Read the news. Welcome to the Void. We know you want to play, and so do we. Unfortunately, we are carrying out a maintenance check so we can constantly improve. We'll be back soon. Browse my fleet. I entered the hangar. Where was the spawn all ships option? I found and selected it. A beautiful view, starting from the lightest vessels, Flyrock, an interceptor spacecraft, Slidehawk, an assault unit, Orca, an infantry carrying dropship, the gunship Giant, and 2 jewels in the crown, Corsair, a big exploration ship, and Skywalk, a merchant vessel, as solid as it was bulky. Beauties, all of them. The Vulture X would really make this collection shine. So what we got to do, we got to earn enough credits to buy the Vulture X and then just retire in the space game. Three, mail. Finally! A few emails from clients I had helped. I needed to reply to these. Reply to emails. First message, Senator Stone was grateful for working out what his daughter was doing in Ghoul Hearts. Reply kindly, offer a discount for the next contract, offer some advice. No, if we did a good job, we will reply kindly. I wrote that I was happy to hear from him and asked how his daughter was feeling. It's good to nurture relationships with clients. I got through the other emails quickly. Some were invitations to events, some were spam. I replied. You don't reply to the spam. You delete the spam. Disco Elysium just ended on you. And here I am starting this game. You need to sleep, but you're locked at the screen now. It's good to have you here, Papagan. Disco Elysium is something that's been on my radar for a long time. Shit, I don't even know if I have it. I don't know if I've even made the purchase yet. Maybe there's a like Game of the Year edition or something. I don't know. Check the contracts. Let's have a look. I had one contract, but it wouldn't hurt to check. Maybe there was another one. It was my lucky day. Mr. Gamedec, come play Crying Guns with us. It was a lot of fun. We may not be able to pay you, but a bunch of kids. I didn't want to deal with that. So the contract from Haggis was the best thing I could give my attention to. That's it. Go to the client. Right. So do we actually go to the client? Are we real worlding it? Solid doors protected me and my apartment. Or maybe they protected Warsaw City from me. Settle down. Haggis's office in Realium. Realium. God, that's going to be hard to say. You immediately want to play it again? Oh, no way. Codex is popular Gamedec's tools. Codex contains important information that that you gather during investigations. Left click on an icon at the left edge of your screen. Press U on your keyboard to open the codex. Meet with Director Haggis. Maybe we can stop running everywhere. Let's just walk in a sort of menacing hunch. Workspace. The computer on the desk was not secured. Oh, good. Nobody's watching. It's fine. Let me just dim my fan a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay. Getting a little bit... Weather's getting a little bit cooler lately. The empty workspace exuded corporate solitude. The nameplate on the desk read Junior Customer Support Specialist Idris Ikari. Look at the monitors. The screensaver slideshow alternated between landscapes beyond the ABBs and the towers of Warsaw City. Breaking the sequence, an image of two women embracing appeared on one of the monitors. One of them had blue hair. Log in. I barely touched the screen and gained access to the desktop. It wasn't locked. There was an open BWI presentation and an unfinished Hand of Solitaire. Well, finish the Hand of Solitaire. I couldn't just leave a game unfinished like that, so I started arranging the cards on the screen. I got an achievement for that. I finished. It wasn't too bad a score. Browse the presentation. I saw 3D blue whales flying through the clouds, the company's logo. The animated slides presented the financial results for the last quarter. I copied the presentation to take a look at it later. And that's all I can do. So obviously, if we're different classes here, we can do other stuff. But I am not. Let's try this vote again. Well, no, the only thing I do is leave. We'll wait till we get another option to vote. It seems like we're developing our character as we proceed, which I kind of like. Kind of cool. Oh, there's a famous artist who does disturbing work. And he did like a shark and I think a horse. And the horse is segmented. Much like this panda over in the back. The man took a deep breath and let out air through his nose with a loud wheeze. Dialogue tags. Icons and tags that appear on the left of the text mark dialogue branches that you have unlocked by your previous decisions. Other players might see something different or nothing at all. There's several ways an interaction or a dialogue branch can be unlocked. Your previous knowledge, past choices, and the relationship you have built can all unlock pieces of the narrative. A branch can also be unlocked by your background, a profession you have unlocked, or a deduction you have made. Past choices. His gaze bore into me like he was trying to break me. Fuck, how long did you expect me to wait? I had to look at my ships in the ship game. I had to finish a game of solitaire that some fucking receptionist didn't finish. You need to chill the fuck out. Take initiative. Introduce yourself. Apologize for being late or discuss the job. Alright, so we're going to try this vote again. I don't know if it's working or not. I definitely connected Twitch. Doesn't seem to be any bot trigger or anything like that. Options. Disconnect Twitch. Log into Twitch. Hey, monkey, what's up? All right. Wait a sec. We might have to wait. Give me 1 second, folks, and we'll be right back. Won't be long. Yeah, there's no... Ordinarily, I would expect, like, a bot to say... Let's check. Doesn't look like there's any Gamedec bot names in chat at the moment. Let's try it again. Yeah, nothing's happening. It's weird. Give me a sec. I will be right back. Just gonna grab another drink real quick. I'm guessing nothing happened with the vote. Yeah, I don't know what's up there. Very strange. Oh, that's so funny. No way. Okay. So you know how I opened up the website before? For GamedecFirst.com? Some pop-up ads have happened. We've got Harvest Time. Free to download, not so free to play. It's... what's the next one? Sigma Draconis? And it keeps popping up. So funny. I can't close them. That's cool. That's clever. All right. What votes did we get? A lot of number ones. All right, we're going to take initiative here. Mr. Haggis, I'm a Gamedec, and yes, I know, wonderful. Something's wrong with my son. He's not getting off the couch, and well, see for yourself. It's been over 4 days. He entered some game with his friend Timmy. I've tried talking to Timmy, but he's clammed up. His condition makes me worry even more. My son is on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now. It's an odd way to talk to someone, right? He's on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now. Not just follow me and just start walking. Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not a writer, so. Here he is. Find out what's going on with him and how he can be helped. Haggis' son was wearing an expensive brand name suit and state-of-the-art helmet covered part of his face. The couch's side panel warned that he'd exceeded the online time limit. I couldn't help noticing the genital area of his gaming suit was bulging. Examine Fredo. Touch his hand, check if he's faking, examine his face. Let's check if he's faking. I grabbed his shoulders and shook him a few times. No muscle tension. He was not faking. The quiet sounds of the suit's messaging devices grew louder as the supporters brought his body back to the optimal position. I took his hand. It was trembling slightly, but had a normal temperature. That happens in games that generate lots of adrenaline. His fingertips were covered in sweat. No, not sweat. I rubbed the sticky substance between my fingers and sniffed. Berries and chewing gum. Haggis muttered a bunch of curses. Hurry up. This guy better get off my case. He sounds like a dick. Examine the suit. Check the material. The nanofiber material was adjusted to fit the muscles. It provided stimulation and protected the user from dystrophy. I ran my fingers over the suit's surface. The synthetic fibers emitted more heat in the places where they needed to work harder. Okay, look at the helmet. Check the screen. The visor had no info on Fredo's virtual location and an intentional safeguard. The helmet didn't have an observer port either. There was no way to see what he was playing. Full discretion. Enough sniffing around. Tell me what's going on with my son. What? I just fucking started. No, 20 seconds. That's all you get. Number one, sleeves. Looks like an ability or some kind of decision-making factor. Sleeves. Give him a crushing look. What does that mean? Share your observations. Number two. 3, scalpel. Present your report. Or 4, calm him down and present your conclusions. We don't know anything. We don't know anything, literally. The Substitute, starring Harrison Ford. I don't know about that, but there was another movie. Oh, God. I want to say Ralph Fiennes, maybe? Or Jude Law. No, not Johnny Mnemonic. but they were dealing in like experiences. It was like at the turn of the millennia, and they were dealing in like illegal experiences where, like, I don't know, you wanted to go skydiving without going skydiving. You'd have this virtual plug-in type thing, and it would give you that experience and like a real memory. It's almost like you were there. But then someone started dealing in like the snuff film version of that, and people got like fucked up. It screwed with their minds, and their heads just went like they just died. Strange Days, thank you. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Good movie. Great movie, actually. So we don't have sleeves or scalpel. We can't do those. Share observations. Let's calm him down. See if that does anything. There's a whole quest line about that in Cyberpunk. Oh, no way. That's cool. Mr. Haggis, this is a tense situation, so we need to keep our composure. According to my initial observations, ... he's been logged in for over 4 days, but there have been no signs of adverse effects from the session. This is some excellent equipment. Doing a hard extraction by taking the helmet off is a huge risk, and logging out remotely, it's impossible, I know. Like it is in most systems, can you at least tell where he's logged into? The virtualium data is masked by the helmet's discretion system. Gamedec equipment won't be any help here either. Oh shit, I missed a text. Can I go back? Yes, I can. I need to find out which game Fredo logged into and then take appropriate steps. What a weird thing. You've got discretion systems and safety systems and all the rest, but obviously, like, without keeping a log of what's going on, how do you debug that? If something goes horribly wrong, what, you hire a game deck? That's it? That's your only option? And even then, it's not... Do you know what I mean? You find out what game, where he is, what time all this shit happened. Like, you could find that easy. I need to find out what game he was logged into. I understand. Fredo entered with his friend Timmy, a spineless pushover. He's in my office. Maybe he knows something, but hurry. He'll be picked up soon. What, the other person sitting over here? Deduction. Sometimes you will gain information directly pertaining to the deduction process necessary for solving the case. Left click on the deduction icon at the edge of the screen or press Y to see it. We literally know nothing right now. Timmy's name should be here, I would imagine. Haggis job. No data. This is not helpful. Okay. Gather clues for deduction. Can I still look at here? Cool, I can. Check the couch. I decided to take a better look at the kid and his equipment. The Royal Mat, discretion and comfort couch, reeked of luxury and unattainability. The system masked the player's login information. It has a panel. The small screen displayed Fredo's vital signs, pulse, muscle tension, and brain activity. Despite the high-end hardware, the kid was sweating and using a lot more nutrifluid than he should have been. His body was exhausted. Okay, that's all we can do with Freddy. So we need to find Timmy. Is this Timmy? Hold up. A Royal Mat couch in full working order, the latest model, obviously. The case was slightly loose. Inspect carefully. The side panel was loose. Someone forgot to tighten the screws. Remove the panel. But it wouldn't budge. Tactical retreat? Or pull? Pull. I lifted the panel up with my fingers and pulled it as soon as I could to get a good grip. The polymer screeched so loudly that I shuddered. What the fuck are you doing over there, Gamedec? Try to explain, pull the panel, or dismiss him? I'ma pull the panel. I ignored him and put more force into pulling the panel. It finally gave way. I found a bottle inside. Look at the bottle. The sleek bottle's shape alone suggested an indecent price. It shimmered with a pale blue light. I removed it among the wires. Blue Mistress was written on the faux-aged paper label. No trace of the liquid. But the sticky glass reeked of berries and chewing gum. Ah! Berries and chewing gum. I remember that. I needed to get back to the investigation. So he's not going to ask me about search, leave. Okay, that's it. Let's find out. Who's this? Woman's couch. There was a rather provocatively dressed 20-something-year-old woman on the couch. Warnings flashed from the device's panel. Check the panel. She'd exceeded the safety limits for logged-in time, over 4 days without a suit. Oh. Okay. She must have taken a game pill or her bladder wouldn't have held out. She started revitalization, but something interrupted the process, even though she couldn't control her body. I thought she could hear me. Her helmet had an external monitoring port. I could connect to it and see what happened. Connect to the helmet. Haggis noticed what I was doing. Relations, the observer's port. He nodded. I see you're prepared. When I connected to her helmet, so that's a fail check right there. We could have potentially been. I don't know why he's so against me doing shit to his equipment when his son is literally. Fuck it, he's a dickhead. When I connected to her helmet, the image was transmitted to my lenses. Dope. Oh, she did. The girl drifted in an undefined space. It wasn't the network menu or any of the games I knew. Hello, I'm a Gamedec. I was hired by Mr. Haggis. I connected to your helmet. You can talk and I can hear you on my walktel. According to the login, your name is Starlet. Is that right? She moaned like she was in pain. A Gamedec? That's great. Yeah, I'm Starlet. I can't seem to log out. I want to ask you a few questions. If it helps, you can get me out of here. What happened? How did you get here? I don't know. I don't even know where here is. I was in the game with the guys when someone attacked me. Who attacked you? In what game? Was Fredo Haggis there? I'm confused and exhausted. I can't... Somebody definitely attacked me. I blacked out. Ask about the alcohol you found. I found signs of someone drinking alcohol here. Do you know anything about it? I was drinking some expensive sparkling wine before I came online. Is that why I'm stuck here? I doubt it. I'm just trying to follow every lead. Maybe I can tell you more if you get me out of this emptiness. Ask about Idris. Do you know Idris? I saw your picture on her computer. I don't remember doing that. Still with the questions. Help me and you'll get your answers. It's, again, weird. Someone in a desperate situation. Maybe she doesn't know how desperate. But she's behaving not scared or frightened, but indignant and like defensive. It doesn't... Again, I'm not a writer. Whatever. Look around. The digital space was filled with datasets that my walktel rendered as luminous shapes. Offer assistance. Let me try and help you. Progress bar. A progress bar appeared in your quest log. It is influenced by your decisions and dialogue choices. Remember that maxing it out can prompt a negative or a positive outcome depending on the situation. That's a weight off my shoulders. Analyze the problem, unfasten the helmet, or disconnect. Let's analyze the problem first. Interrupted revitalization is rare. I could have just pulled off her helmet, but that might have ended badly. There was a safer solution. Revitalization is like waking someone up. The senses are activated in a specific order. Hearing is usually first. Starlet's was already active. Revitalization stages are displayed on the progress bar, but I couldn't recall the right order. I only remembered that vision was definitely last. Wait. She's a professional detective. It's fine. Revitalization stages. Right, vision is last. Starlet, I think I know how to wake you. Wait, I hear laughter. What's happening? My deck detected the girl's helmet being bombarded with exabytes of data. Someone wanted to overload it and terminate our connection. Starlet, someone is trying to stop us from talking or probe me. Damn it, what are you going to do? The attack was intensifying. I didn't have much time. Sleeves. Again with the sleeves. What? Does this tell me what a sleeves is? Sleeves. Might be a skill. It's her first day? No. She's had cases before. She said that before. She's after a new case. She's broke, right? So she's a detective. It's a noir story. Sleeves are bodies like cyber bodies. Let's see if we can... Sensory... Scalpel. There's Scalpel. You know how to communicate with med mats. How to stop a hemorrhage or stabilize the wounded. You can use medical equipment and you recognize diseases' symptoms. You don't panic when someone loses consciousness and you can perform CPR. You are a Scalpel. Infotainer, Glazier. You're well versed in both virtual and real technologies. You know where to look for power nodes, cables. Right, okay, so that makes sense. We've had a few options where that was going to be a thing. Sleeves. Survival instinct. That's what characterizes you best. Life is a game with no rules, and if you trust the system, it will betray you. You don't hesitate to use forceful solutions, but you can use your brain just as well. You know life is about being tough. I can unlock that. I'm now a sleeve. I'm going to press her for information. Enough. Talk or I'll leave you behind, and this helps. Okay, well, that's threatening. She clenched her jaw. Haggis, the punk hurt my girlfriend. So I went with him into Twisted and Perverted. It just came to me. I didn't keep anything from you. I swear, please get me out of here. Alright. Activate the firewall. Observe the attack signal. Or revitalize Starlet. I think firewall's got to come first, right? Let's stop the attack. Losses, not losses. Or vice versa, yeah. Losses, yeah. I'll activate some barriers to block the signal, but it's only a matter of time before they crack. Okay, fine. Use jamming barriers or tracking barriers. I say jamming first. Slow the attack, or some weaker reflection barriers to track the attacker's source. I don't want her to die. I'm gonna stop as much as I can. I don't know how long they would hold. I put up some barriers that bought us some time. I like the visual representation of that as well. Like it put a bubble around her. That's cool. Now we can observe the attack signal or revitalize Starlet. Vision last, hearing first. Let's observe the attack signal. My connection was being overloaded with streams of incoming data. The walktel wasn't able to interpret it. One thing's for certain, the attack was getting stronger by the second. Revitalized. We don't have much time. I'm going to try to get you out of here. Finally. So we don't want to unfasten the helmet. That's bad. Awaken her by stimulating senses. Let's try that. The correct order was key. The revitalization bar had stopped on stimulating proprioception. Seemed right to start with that. Starlet, I'm going to try finishing your revitalization. I'm going to need to touch your body. Is that okay? Do whatever's necessary. Shake Starlet or move Starlet's arm. Proprioception. What was it called? And shake Starlet. I grabbed her shoulders in realium and shook her, gently first, then more firmly. No effect. Finally, I lifted her slightly off the couch. The bar moved forward. Proprioception complete. A good start, but the screen didn't display the next stage. The attack was getting stronger. We'll finish that. Oh shit, we've got touch, balance, and smell. And we're about 15 to 20% of the way through. So it's safe to say there's probably 5 stages to this. Once you had a dream that you wake up step by step with your feelings. Order was touch, breathe, smell, hearing, and sight. Let's go for touch then. I'm squeezing your hand. Can you feel it? Not a thing. Ah, shit. I got disconnected. Even worse, the attacker may have tracked me. I had no idea where this would lead. Ugh. Interrupted revitalization. Removing her helmet in this stage could be dangerous. Examine her. The woman needs a doctor. I can't help her. His cheeks burned red with outrage. You're wasting time and not getting any results. What's going on with my son? Don't worry, I'm working on it. Alright, well she's in maybe stable condition. Who knows? Timmy's clothes are over here. You don't know if that helps? It didn't. That's okay. It was worth a shot. I had no idea what the answer was anyway. Boys' clothes. Going by their size, they must have belonged to Fredo's friend. Search them. I found a walktel in the pants pocket. Show me your walktel and I'll tell you who you are. Well, we're about to find out. Check sent messages. It's funny how much of a few messages can tell you about someone. The kid seemed oversensitive. One of the messages to Fredo was a deeply bitter complaint about a promise the young Haggis had broken. It seemed like his friend had taken advantage of his trust on more than one occasion. Check received messages. In his last message, Frodo... I keep calling him Frodo. Fredo said that his 16th birthday was coming up. He was trying to convince Timmy to play an adult game. Twisted and Perverted was definitely an adult game. It could have been on... It could have been the right track. Alright. See if there's anything else in the room. Stop running! Just walk like a normal person. He looked at me with disgust, as if to let me know that I was wasting his time. Ask about access to the couches. That's probably an important thing. This is the back room to his office. his son in an expensive like VR suit and some woman who God knows how they know each other. My guests and I, but no one except Fredo uses them when I'm away. He looked at the couch the woman was using. At least that's what I thought. I had nothing to say to him. Fredo's clothes. The civilian clothing was hanging in the closet. It's good to take it off and change into a suit before going online. We can search that because I have the skill. Designer clothes often have hidden pockets. After a moment, I was able to find a secret pocket with a bag of drugs. Oh! Check the pants. An Omnic. The sly kid had put it into his belt buckle. The device wasn't secured. I checked received and saw that discussion about playing together had been ongoing for some time. Timmy needed time before agreeing to Fredo's idea. It was clear the boy didn't like to be pressured. All right, once you have the opportunity to leave and that's the only option, you can't go back and find more information. So that's good to know. There's another suit there. Well, there's not much else going on here, huh? That's it. All right, let's check our deduction screen. How to help Fredo. Deduction. Each main node in your deduction panel is the question you are trying to answer. On the left side of it, you can see the clues that you've gathered. Possible answers are listed on to the right. Hover over them to learn more. Every decision in the deduction is binding and cannot be unmade. If you choose the option, let the father find his son in the game, you will in fact abandon this case. If you believe you have enough information, click and hold the left mouse button over the chosen answer. This is brutal, man. Alright, so let the father find his son in the game. Fredo tries to attract the attention of his father at all costs because he feels neglected. This behavior is a dangerous, desperate provocation. I should convince Haggis to enter the game, find his son, and rebuild their relationship. Look for him in the game Twisted and Perverted. Fredo may still be in the game Twisted and Perverted, an adult world that combines sex with violence. I should log into the game to find the boy there. And gather more information to unlock this path. God, we don't have enough info to do anything else right now. A game for adults. It seems that Fredo and Timmy went into a game for players over the age of 16. The game Fredo and Timmy entered allowed participants to fight each other. It had to be a game with PvP, player versus player, thank you, mechanics. Bugs in Twisted and Perverted. Timmy and Fredo might have visited the Twisted and Perverted game. Continue investigating Starlet for more info, which I don't think I can do. Email from Fredo. My dear friend, I'm writing this slowly because I know that you're a slow reader. Good, right. Okay, don't get upset. I know it pisses you off when I don't answer questions, so I'll answer them exactly how you like it, in alphabetical order. Haha. I think we'll be safe. It's a game. The old man won't find out. He's too busy being a son of a bitch to check the logs. He designed the system so that it's as discreet as fuck. Did I give you the right answer just the way you like it, my dear? Slow reading, friend. Kissing your ass, Fredo. Timmy's second letter to Fredo. Fredo, I'm not going to tell you that I feel bad because you forgot to bring me the newest BWI helmet, which was, in case you forgot, Golden Thought. And I won't tell you that it's Strike 3, and I won't tell you that I hate it when someone forgets about promising me something, even if he did make the most amazing photo montage out of my favorite Hollow movies. I'll never say any of those things, just like I'll never stop being your friend. Oh man, we need to access the dark web. Bliss manufacturers commercial. House manager friend, a confidant. I mean, do I have to solve the problem now? Like, other than this guy being a dickhead. Let's see if we can actually leave the room. See if there's more clues out here. We can. Oh, just random person sitting here. All right. Timmy. Hey, it's Timmy. Conversation bar. Some dialogues require more effort. The blue bar above the dialogue window represents the emotional state of the person you are speaking to. Your choices influence that state. Try to find out how. If the conversation bar reaches a lock, additional information or dialogue options will be unlocked. Hover over a lock to learn a bit more. These are all secrets. The kid looked around with terror in his eyes. When I approached him, he trembled. Are you going to question me? Confirm, get right to the point, or calm down. We're just going to talk. Questioning is best left to the police. I'm here to help Mr. Hager's son. So let's just talk, all right? Okay, I want to help too. So why did the bar start in the middle? Tell me what happened. It was Fredo's 16th birthday and we were inside an adult game. He turned red and stared intently at his shoes. What do you want to know? Ask about the Virtualium. Tell me, Timmy. Where he left Frodo? What world they went to? Why Frodo isn't coming out of the game? How many worlds they played in? Ask what they were doing in the Virtualium. Choose a different topic. Where was Frodo when you came out of the game? He was on a beach by the big dunes. Ask him if they were planning on staying there. Did Frodo want to stay on the beach or did he want to go somewhere else? Frodo was having a good time. He probably stayed in that world, in that area. Okay, I believe you want to help. It was Frodo's birthday. Did I mention that? So we logged into Paradise Beach. It's a place where adults get together there and you can read all about it in the description. Okay. You wish we had real life conversation bars? Ask about Paradise Beach. Why did you choose Paradise Beach? Well, to have some fun. So he was dating Timmy. Frodo. Maybe. I don't know. Help him choose his words. Ask him what that means. Let's help him choose his words. People normally log into Paradise Beach to pick someone up, flirt a bit, or go to bed with someone. Is that what you were looking for? He started daydreaming. Yeah, Frodo says that you need to have an instinct, and we have it. We were godlike. Because we always know how to handle girls. He had no idea how to handle girls or game decks. I knew he was lying. I believe you, really I do, and I want to help. It's just that I can't quite remember. I don't know what actually happened. New clue. He had trouble putting sentences together and remembering events. It wasn't just shock. Something had really disturbed his nervous system. Your nervous system is overloaded, but it will regenerate. It will pass. Breathe. Let's ask him why Fredo isn't coming out of the game. Got it. So you've got a positive... So we're currently building rapport with the subject. If we ask the wrong questions or push too hard, maybe we'll drop that bar into the negative. Why is he still in the game? I don't know. He liked it there and wanted to stay for as long as possible. Maybe he's having fun. Did Fredo lose track of time? It would have had to have been an amazing session to disregard the danger of exceeding the permitted playtime. What else do you want to know? How many worlds did they play in? You celebrated Fredo's birthday in just one Virtualium? Yeah, but we did some pre-gaming here first. We kind of overdid it. Fredo had trouble putting on his suit. Show understanding or say you'll call Haggis if he doesn't continue. Let's keep this kid calm. I know how things are, Timmy. When I was your age, I also went to parties and drank booze. He laughed. Booze is for the old or the poor. Fredo and I have better stuff. But the girl Fredo brought had booze. She said that it was included. He was looking at me with distrust. You're a Gamedec? Confirm, tell him you're a police officer, or ask. Confirm that. I'm a game detective. Can you tell me a bit about your work? The kid seemed to come alive a little bit. We'll agree to that. Sure, but I've also got a few questions for you. He nodded. Hey, we unlocked a lock here. Secret. We don't actually know what that is. So we got a new clue. Timmy suffered from mental trauma. Timmy suffered psychological trauma while in the Virtualium. One should approach his testimony with caution. Hello, that's what I'm doing. Boys in Paradise Beach. Timmy and Fredo might have visited the beach game. So now we can look for him in the game. So not twisted and perverted as once thought. Alright. Unless he's lying about where they were. Because they might have, that might be his cover story, is that, yeah, like we went there together or whatever. Might be deeper than that. Maybe Fredo was into some, let's call it harder stuff. Alright, well, we unlocked the secret. I don't know if we've passed that bar yet. It says it's unlocked, but I can't do anything with it. You seem alright. I'll tell you what Fredo looks like in the game. He bought us both skins, and mine was almost as cool as his. Old man Haggis doesn't know. We used an agent and covered our tracks so no one would find out where we're going in an adults-only world. What were you doing in the game? What you normally do in an adult game. Ask about other activities. Have him say it straight. I watch a lot of interrogation videos on YouTube, and people are funny. People are very funny. Other activities. What else? You were gone for a few days. We spent some time in a theater turned club. We had some drinks. It seemed he spoke more easily when I wasn't asking about erotic matters. Makes sense. He seemed to be gaining courage. What do you need to do to become a Gamedec? Lie and tell him it's difficult. Tell him he's got a shot at it. Admit it's easy. I'll tell him he's got a shot. So you want to be a Gamedec, Timmy? I'm sure you could handle it. He smiled with disbelief. The old confidence booster. Ashwood, yes, we are. Yep, we absolutely are. Stop the conversation. Ask about Fredo. Talk about Timmy. Nah, I want to get this bar full. I want to know exactly what was going on here. He smiled with disbelief. Let's tell him about Gamedec work. You wanted to know about Gamedec work. As a detective, I help people with their problems within the scope of sensory worlds. Gamedec's wander the edges of reality so often that what is and isn't true is no longer important. Helping others is what counts. It's why I'm here. Yes, Fredo needs you. He nodded with all seriousness. He was no longer terrified and just waited for the next question. All right. Let's ask about Fredo. Talk about Fredo. Tell me something about Fredo. Anything you want. He's my buddy. Same school. Once this kid Alex called me names, so Fredo flushed his walk tail down the toilet. He smiled at the memory. Then he altered the holophotos in the school gallery to give Alex a pig snout that oozed this disgusting mucus. Fredo's brilliant. I trust you. I'll tell you the truth. Just don't tell Mr. Haggis we went into Twisted and Perverted. See, I told you it was a cover story. You tell them just enough, right? They're like, oh, okay. So you did something that maybe you shouldn't have been doing. But they're hiding the truth. A world where people hurt each other for pleasure. It's horrible, and Fredo, he's still there. Please find him. Hurry. Thank you, Timmy. You've been a great help. Done. Conversation over. I got all I needed. Who's this dickhead? Alfred. I sincerely apologize. I was told to take the boy Timmy home. The Newmobile is waiting. The kid nodded. Thank you. I hope you can help Fredo. Bye, Timmy. Hang tough. You little shit. That's what you get for sneaking out of your house. Stop running! Just look weird. Alright. How to help Fredo. It looks like we're going in, huh? Boys in Twisted and Perverted. Might have visited the Twisted and Perverted game. I'm confident with that. I trust him now. Next. No data. Virtualium. Oh, it's weird. Gather more clues to make a deduction. Inform Haggis of your decision. He repeatedly clenched and unclenched his fists as if trying to control his emotions. Mr. Haggis, I've come to a decision about Fredo. About fucking time. Calm down. Fredo might be inside the adults-only world, Twisted and Perverted. You know, the one combining sex and violence. I should look for him there. That's what I was afraid of. Didn't feel like telling me that earlier? No? Do your thing. The access fee for that virtuality will be taken care of. All expenses are on me. So do I use the spare couch here and log in? Let's search it. No, we've already fixed that. We took out the blue liquid, whatever that was. Enter Twisted and Perverted. Something bad had happened in T&P. Fredo must have been in there, so I needed to go in. Without a suit. Well, I guess we're only going in for a short period of time. communicators of the late 22nd century ensure visual, sound, thermal, and olfactory contact. This conglomerate of sensual modalities is called sensory connection or sensing. A computer user connecting to a user of the same device has access to 4 sensory representations but does not have to use them. Users often turn off the olfactory and thermal channels. R. Owners of newer walktails have access to optical, auditory, and limited olfactory channels, just like Omnic owners are. There's a few bugs. Games with a lot of text, especially those made in different countries, will end up with them. That's pretty normal. What's that, Kanoa Daddy? Hello, my friend. How are you? What's going on, man? Kanoa Daddy, cheers to you. On the strong stuff tonight, this is Henry Weinhardt's root beer, a gourmet soda made with cane sugar. Okay. Oh wow, we literally go into the game. I wasn't expecting that. Just got back from Hawaii. I know, I saw the pictures, dude. Very jealous. And I have a gun. Twisted and perverted HUD. Each virtuality has its own HUD. A status bar at the top of the screen. In TNP, the HUD shows the player's level. In TNP, their experience points, slots for owned objects, and a counter of kills and deaths. Hello? Find out what Fredo looked like after entering Twisted and Perverted. Okay. Vegas trip is gonna happen. I'm fucking terrified of COVID though. Let's wait a while. But yeah, I'm down, man. Psst, buddy. Hey. Come here for a moment. I'm here. Let me click your little... There we go. Bob Zappa. I'd like to note that I don't want to put anything inside you or pull anything out or do anything else these deviants do. I'm not like that. My spacebar no longer works in here, nor my enter key. You seem like the only normal person in this whole circus, and I have a sensitive problem. Very sensitive, I'll just say it. I'm looking for my wife. I'll hear you out. Tell me more. This is how it is. I've been standing here for an hour, and I can't find Rhonda anywhere. At the same time, I just know she's cheating on me. Say he's not looking right. Cut to the chase. Let me tell you a little secret. If you want to find someone, you need to go look for them. Go is the key word. Now let's cut to the chase. I'm a game deck and I need specific information. A game deck? I've lucked out. I was told that she plays here often and has quite the results. Ugh. Ask about her handle. Do you know the handle she uses? There was something in the anonymous letter, horny or something. So you'll help me. I should have mentioned my fee first. I'm gonna hesitate there. I'll think about it. Ask him about himself. Who are you anyway? A loser, can't you tell? Ask about him being a loser. Say that's enough. A loser? I rarely hear someone being so critical of themselves. What am I supposed to be like? My wife's running off to that... ... He desperately searched for the missing word. He finally gave up and sighed. You know who she's running off to. Let's comfort him. Hey, it happens. It's not the end of the world. No, just wait. I was tipped off that she hangs out here doing awful things, so I started looking for the location. It's kind of exclusive level. Some kind of exclusive level. I spent all my savings to get here, so this Sodom and Gomorrah, my own money. Ask if the game is expensive. It costs that much to get in here? It's pretty expensive, and I didn't get here right away because I'm a loser. The tipster wanted money, but I'm a great designer, didn't want to pay. I started looking around alone. I told myself, Bob, you've been making games for years. You can't let yourself be fooled by dirty tricks. Listen. Buddy, the paywall took me for a ride. I ended up in some premium events, and like the loser I am, I had to go back to the tipster and pay. That's how I got here, broke. Ask about his work. So you make games? I'd never touch an abomination like this one. But it doesn't matter. I was fired. Listen, I'm looking for someone, maybe... And I'm trying to find my Rhonda. God, why is she doing this to me? Other questions? Ask about his wife. Mention my rate? No, let's leave that out. This guy, if he's such a loser, quote unquote, he probably doesn't have enough to pay me, and that might scare him off. Mention her skin. Do you know the skin your wife is wearing? Skin on top of everything? She's wearing people's skin? I meant a skin, you know, a gaming avatar. It's like, oh, I know what a skin is. I thought you were talking about another fetish, human skinned alive. I had no idea what she looks like here. So will you help me? Alright, I'll look for her. Really? Thank you. There's some good people left in the world. So nothing on the main case here. Ah. Okay, based on your decisions, you earn points in each of these subcategories, and then you can spend those points. Okay, it's starting to make sense here. Bob Zappa, the designer. Harvest Time only seems to be a leisure game, but someone with programming and design experience will notice numerous nuances in it, despite the accelerated growth of flora. To illustrate this thesis, let's focus on the carrot, a vegetable that is rather rarely cultivated in the game. They're blooming. Carrots bloom in harvest time, just like in Realium, is caused by phytohormones that are released only under conditions of the appropriate environmental stimuli. After many experiences, players discover that the blooming is accelerated by so-called vernalization, the reduction of the ambient temperature to 0 to 10 degrees Celsius. Yes, in harvest time, this is possible by placing a barrel of ice by the patches available from Fruity Hilda. The same applies to positive and negative allelopathy, i.e. the mutual positive and negative impacts of plants. For example, do the players know that they should not plant dill next to carrots? Well, they will learn when they see that other players who don't achieve faster growth and find treasures more frequently. And do they know that carrots, like most plants, enter... my god, these words. Mycorrhizal relations, that is, relations with fungi. Carrots provide fungi with assimilates, and fungi provide the carrots water-containing mineral salts, antibiotics, and possibility of contact with other plants because plants communicate with each other in harvest time. Our innocent, leisurely game, just like they do in Realium. Of course, all these processes are depicted in dependency algorithms that carry a high number of variables cared for by the created bot, Hiroshi Avila, who, besides supervising the growth of 30% of the plants in the game, acts as a kind of NPC who gives fun tasks to new players. That will be all for the introduction. Now we will move to the most popular plants in the game, which are pumpkins, and the negative allelopathy of pumpkins with squash, cucumbers, sunflowers, and tomatoes. Great. Cool. It's termination of employment. As of the date 06/29/2199, senior designer Robert Zapper, MSc, Master of Science, holder of IN. It's the second time I've seen that. Is no longer employed by Sun Games, located at Cole Tower, 23311 Katowice. Both parties agreed that the creation Hiroshi Avila, the AI supervising the growth of 30% of fauna in harvest time, can assume all his responsibilities to allow Mr. Zappa the opportunity of development working on games involving other scripts than ones concerning plant growth and cooperation. Mr. Zappa will receive severance pay corresponding to 3 months' salary and a recommendation of 4.5. Furthermore, Mr. Zappa is prohibited from being employed by companies standing in competition to Sun Games. See attachment for 7 years following the signing of this agreement. With consideration of the future of Mr. Zappa, Sun Games has purchased a released, no, liberated training course for him, which Mr. Zappa has agreed to attend. Lucas Hukula. So we got that information from the dark web? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So we've said yes, we'll help. Let's see if he'll help us with any information at all before we have to go and find Bob's wife. My brain is boiling. Humor me. I need to know what happened to her. Ask about strange behavior. Was anyone around here acting strange, taking into consideration the behavioral standards of T and P? People were yelling, "Flapdoodle, you idiot." And "Don't be mean, Tugay Bay." I heard a shot and people gathered. I didn't go. I just care about Rhonda. Damn it, I can't focus. What could she be doing now? Comfort him. See how he deals with that. Calm down. I'm sure she'll turn up. That's not comforting. Mention her preferences. Probably important. Does your wife have any special sexual preferences? Any fetishes? The letter said she's into some strange things, like likes to push the limits. How can you push the limits in a world like this? It also said everything with everyone and everything. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. We'll mention the rate, see what happens. I'm a Gamedec, get it? I don't work for free. Damn, I'm a little short of money right now. That's what I thought the answer would be there. Let's make a joke about that. Of course, when you return to Realium, you'll give me what you find, but we're not expecting. Bob turned pale. That was a joke. I thought that was obvious. All right, I'll help you. Maybe you will return the favor one day. Phew. I knew we would find some common ground. That's enough. Oh. Do we have a different... What was Fredo's nickname? Player Tugay Bay was making a fuss at the gates. Player Tugay Bay was shoving Flapdoodle around. I don't know if I want to know what that is. Let's not make any deductions just yet. Professions. Oh, okay, so we earned a point in something. This is a little bit unclear. Like during the conversation piece, it would be nice to know what exactly like each decision that we make or conversation tree we follow sort of hits on, right? So like this is inspiration. I would have thought that our conversation was more related to empathy. Oh. And I'd like to see which ones of these become available as well instead of having to highlight each one. That would be pretty cool as well. I mean, obviously none of them are. Let's leave that. Maybe we'll come back. Tugebe is a Turkish nickname. Do you know what the nickname means, if it means anything? Ask about Tugebe. Oh, really? I've got to actually... Right. Ask about Fredo's skin. I'm looking for a young man with access to money. Did you see anyone in an expensive skin? Something top of the line. A while ago, I saw 2 guys and a woman. Yes, perfect, good. One kept looking around, but the other seemed to like it here. The first had a cool skin. They called him Flapdoodle. A cool skin. He started to think and stared into the distance, then snapped out of it with a disgusted look. Sorry, I just imagined Rhonda with some bum. Let's answer professionally this time. An investigation needs time and intelligence. Trust me. Other questions. Ask about being fired. I was working on a harvest system for harvest time, and they gave me an AI assistant. I trained it, taught it, and adjusted it, and they finally let me go. Too bad they didn't tell me earlier. I would have spent all that money looking for my wife. Okay, so we've reached a dead end without making a decision. Tuge is a male name. Interesting. Thank you, a pagan. Leather skin. Player Flapdoodle wore a leather skin. Fredo could use his real name and play in a skin that matched his appearance. What I hear about Tugebe may correspond to the boisterous behavior of a rich kid. Flapdoodle. Fredo might have avoided drawing attention to himself by using an inexpensive skin and an uninteresting handle. Shit, I didn't even think of that. Maybe we need to come back. Maybe there's some environmental clues that might help us. Find out what Fredo looked like. Solve Bob Zappa's problem. What do we got over here? Don't remember anything in here. Dark web. School report. Age 15 years, 10 months. IQ 145, EQ 179, diagnosed with emotional hyperactivity. This young graduate of our School of the Arts should not turn his education to the path of management, which was imposed by his parents, but to continue to develop as an artist, to find a way to release his inner conflicts in a creative and sublime way. It is recommended to grade himself grade him half a grade higher than objective, and not to, as his parents suggested, keep him on a short leash. Following our suggestion should produce mobilizing and motivating effect that will support his unstable self-assessment. Psychometric data, attachment 1. No more information. Okay. So this is just information pulled from the web? It's gossip. Okay. To tell you the truth, Hannah, there are some games I don't get. Like Twisted and Perverted. That's a great game. Seriously, you want to associate sex with killing? Oh, Isa, it's so exciting. You're kidding me, right? It's sick. When I make love to my man, I want to show him affection, and I expect the same in return. It's a promise. It's an absolute trust. An experience of unification. I can't imagine lining it with deceit, plotting murder, hiding a knife under the pillow, or in your stocking. Keep talking. You're sick. Do you know what a stab wound looks like? Have you ever seen someone after the life has been drained out of them, sitting there still with strangely twisted eyes, deprived of existence like a wax sculpture? God, you're making me blush. I'm going into the game. Without me, pleasure is pleasure and crime is crime. Commercial. Erotophonophilia, deriving pleasure from killing your victim during the act of sex. Jesus Christ. Look deep into your soul. Normal people don't fantasize about killing others, especially in such a perverse way. If you're one of them, there's nothing for you to see in Twisted and Perverted. This is a world for people who aren't afraid to take the dark side of their psyche, for people who summon it, bathe in its juices to discover the monstrosities of their shadow and enjoy them, and all in a completely safe manner. You don't really kill anyone in the game, and you don't really make love to anyone, but you see it and you feel it, and then where does the truth lie? Anyway, come join us, and please note that even though there's plenty of sex and violence, there's no pain. We have too much pleasure to offer to ruin anyone's fun. All right, let's see if we can end this conversation here. Monkey Lawn Gnome with a gifted sub to the next non-sub that says anything in chat. Well, I gotta play by the rules, huh? One gifted sub to Dirtburger. Done. Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. All right. I'm not willing to make a decision here. There's too many variables at play. Still running around. God damn it. Game rules. An arrow pointed to a file hanging in the air. Download it. I touched the file and downloaded the data. It contained the rules of the game. Leave. What's going on there? That must be the famous party pooper. Stop, you're under arrest. Let's get to work, or they'll throw us out of the clan. Interject. I have a question for you. Yeehaw, cowgirl with no hat. You must have something really interesting to say if you dare to interrupt us. Investigate. Ask about Freddo. Looking for a kid who was around here with a friend. They may have been acting strangely. It was their first time. I don't know what they looked like, but they probably had top-of-the-line skins. The kid's friend might have been a little frightened, know anything about them. Oh, that guy. The girl interrupted her friend and took an aggressive tone. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Who are you, anyway? Lie about being a relative. I'm his uncle. His old man loosened the leash too much, and now the kid's playing in places he shouldn't be. Uncle, sure, and I'm your old lady. Okay. Investigate. Yeah, still not willing to make that decision yet. So they didn't show up in my main characters list, which is interesting. Bob Zappa's wife. I'm looking for a certain woman. Everyone here knows her. They call her horny. They're almost all... Oh, you mean horny, honey. I doubt she'll be interested in you. She's out of your league. Ask where she hangs out. I just want to know where I can find her. I thought so. Boring. Ask about the Hon clan. I heard you say something about some clan. So where are we getting this information from? Yes, your deductions can very much be wrong, and they'll affect the outcome of the investigation. Ask about the clan's interest in a skinless kid, but it takes me back to this page. But yeah, that's, once you're locked in, you're locked in. I don't want to do that. Ask about them. Ask about their clan. The clan you were talking about. The Hon clan is Knight's Code, sweetheart. Have you ever wondered about the point of human existence? Have you ever wondered if there's a higher power in charge of everything? Is reality really as we see it? Of course, every intelligent person starts to look for something deeper at some point in life. How'd they end up in the clan? Only accepts prominent people, nothing more, nothing less. I'm running out of things to ask here. If we were an infotainer, we could flirt. No. We learned a little bit, not a lot. Literally a unicorn. Okay. Ah, my little equine. I already told you I'd love this trick more if you showed it to someone else. She addressed the last sentence to me, winking encouragingly. Show interest. What's there to lose? You have my full undivided attention. It's adorable and all, Rhonda, but how do I put it? The butterflies in my magical tummy seem a tiny bit inappropriate. Sorry, my friends. Farewell. It seems my friend didn't like you either. I think we'll have to say our goodbyes. Ask about the horse. What's with the horse? Exceptional, right? Now I'm sorry, but you're scaring him. Oh, he's back. Ask about Rhonda. And he keeps disappearing. Hilarious. Oh, you heard the unicorn addressing me. Did we... Okay. I just earned an achievement. We literally found... Hornay. How's my boy?
Oh,
He hungry?
he hungry.
Bring him over here.
Look how feisty he is right now. Just throwing himself up.
Why are you all over the place? My son?
My sister's
what you
opinion
doing?
and not having. Look at him.
Wow, you are...
He hungry.
You feisty.
He hungry.
Yeah, get a good grip. I gotcha. You are not wrapping my hand, sir. You better not be.
But like before I take the week, I have to put it on. Like, I cannot wait longer.
And baby, he's acting like he has not eaten. We're 1 day late. He eats every 5 days. Is the beginning of the 6th day.
I love him. Okay. Sorry, I just had to show you my little pupper. I would prefer you call me by my handle. Seriously, I'll take care of you later, but for now let me spend some time with the horse. Mention the husband. Sorry for disturbing you. Oh, I almost forgot. When Bob Zappa asks, where's Rhonda going this... Why is Rhonda doing this to me? What should I tell him? That's a fucked up question. That's not a good way to get an answer out of someone. Oh, for crying out loud, I guess we do need to talk. Let's ask about her. I'd like to know some more about you. What can you tell me about yourself? What's there to tell? We're in Twisted, and I'm trying to be a bit perverted. Mention the husband's case. Your husband wants me to confirm you're here. Consider it confirmed. Rhonda Zappa spends plenty of time in a disgusting virtualium for deviants. Do you have any idea how he'll react? It'll never end. Listen, I have a counter offer for you. Tell him it's not true, convince him he's wrong, and I'll owe you. I need time to think about it. Mention the investigation. I'm looking for a kid named Fredo, a rich boy, probably in some trouble. I need help finding him. Not until I know how the thing with my husband played out. Fuck! Where does a moral compass sit on this one? Got an idea. I know how to arouse my wilted married sex life. Called a colleague of my husband and asked him to tell Bob that Rhonda seems to be playing TNP. What's TNP? Bob asked. And then Ernest, the colleague, explained everything. He was recording Bob. Seriously, you should have seen his face. The fun's about to begin. My blades are sharp and ready. Just give in and play the game, Bobby. First I'll hunt you down, then I'll take off my skin so that you know who screwed you and beat you. Assassin's Guide entry 1325 on the dark web. Agreement. As of today, Ms. Rhonda Zappa, holder IN. There's that word again. I'm not sure what IN stands for. I've seen it like many times. Is hereby employed by Zach and Brothers QA department as a tester holding the position of junior specialist. The parties established Ms. Zappa's net monthly remuneration at 4,000 credits to be paid by the 10th day of each month. Agreement duration, see attachment number 1. Specific terms of the agreement, see attachment number 2. Penalties, HR director. Like our main case right now, our primary case is Fredo. And we need to get those answers, and we seem to have found someone. Well, we don't know that she knows something. She may not. I'll play along. Sure, I'll get him out of your hair. Wow, thanks. You have no idea how much this means to me. Mention the investigation. Kid named Fredo, a rich boy, probably in some trouble. I need help finding him. Not until I know how the thing with my husband played out. Oh! Careful, I'll run around the corner. And I do mean run. Not who I expected to see here. What kind of approach is that? Sprint is on by default. What do you want me to do? Ask about them. Actually, let's see if that's even an option. Let's have a look. Nope. Nope. Maybe this is what I have to do here. Hang on. Success. Yeah, this is where it stopped before. I clicked success and then this just spun for a while. Click it again. Nah. There's some disconnect there for sure. Alright, where the hell did he go? Is this him? We didn't even talk to everyone else, which is probably what we should have done before we made that agreement. The man looked around nervously. Listen, Gamedec, this has been going on for quite a while. Please, take care of this. I'm going crazy. Fucking cheater. You just shot someone dead. Damn trolls. I hate cheaters. What are you looking at? You one of them? I'm talking to you. You troll, huh? Explain his wife's case? Tell the truth or lie and say his wife is not playing TNP. I'll lie. I have some good news. Your description matches several players, but none of them are your wife. Rhonda's not playing TNP. What a relief. A load off my shoulders. Best news all month. You're a good person, Gamedec. No, that's it. He bought it. I don't know what that does to my personality meter. Husband's case. Goodbye, horse. Confirm it's done. How did it go? I did what you asked. He won't be looking for you in TNP. Great. I'll have a serious talk with him sometime later. Looks like I owe you. Mention the investigation. Kid named Fredo. Rich boy, probably in some trouble. Need help finding him. Ask about Fredo. I'm looking for a kid. Wait. There were two guys who made a mess here not so long ago. One had the handle Tugebe, quite bossy and rude to the other one. He had one of the priciest skins in the game. We probably won't sell any of those, but if one sells, we're set for a long time ones. No new information. We still don't know anything about it. So we have to make a deduction first before we investigate. This is one of the things that's a little bit... It feels like it's locking you in on potentially something. Like we can't investigate further without making a deduction first. You see that the guy is Timmy's friend? I don't know. I think Timmy, the way he wrote that note to his friend, I think Timmy is the boss man there. Can you connect making a fuss? No, I have to make it straight up. This is what was Fredo's nickname. So we need to determine whether he was Tugebe, the fancy schmancy one wearing the leather outfit, or whether he was Flapdoodle and sort of laying low. It's very hard to tell. We have to make that deduction in order to unlock these conversation choices. And I'm still not willing to do that. There's tons of other people to talk to though, so... New clue, hold up. Most expensive skin. Tugebe's skin is one of the most expensive in the game. Okay, we knew that already. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just going to sprint to the other side of the street. Let's talk to the guy that just laid waste to someone. Ken Chow. The man was watching me over his dark glasses. Sleeves. What did he need those for? Oh, it was a gadget that imitated old AR glasses. Wearing them might have been a habit. I also used such lenses in Low City. Back then, they didn't have a spam filter. I'll ask you one question. Think carefully before you answer. Are you a damn troll? Low City. So this is our city of origin. I assume this is like the lower middle class area. I'm just a regular low city dweller like you. I thought I got rid of the manners of the lower walkways, and yet you just found yourself a friend. Ask Ken about himself. So in general, who the hell are you? Give me something to think about. So you don't know me, huh? A few hours ago, I was riding Good-a-Bad Star. Good-a-Bads. There was an important match on my way to a great career, but it went shit because of a few trolls. Ask about the match. What's the deal? I was about to score, then some trolls appeared with a strange structure. I froze, lost my seal, so I rage quit. Probably ruined my career. Now I want revenge. Ask about the trolls. I saw them, grinning and malicious. I tracked them here to a dead end. Zed is my only lead. Investors must be furious, leaving mid-match. What was I thinking? Zed is my only lead. Investors must be livid. I logged out of the middle of the game, so embarrassing. You're in esports? Ah, no hyphen in esports, according to Twitter. I play good or bads. I'm pretty good. Immune to pain. This match was fucking important with sponsors watching, and I blew it. Trolls. Say I could use a partner? Help with the investigation. Sure thing, Chief. Anything that'll keep me from thinking about my career. Steffi, I knew you were going to bring up that bloody sport. There's no bleeding involved. But there's suffering, Steffi, suffering. And that's the beautiful part. The ribbon of the Hammerfield scale unfolding over the tortured. The knowledge that damage points inflict real pain. That 10H hurts like surgery without anesthesia. 20 being nigh inconceivable. Do you see them as the gladiators of the 22nd century? More resilient, that's cheating. We're still missing something. Did we just straight up get a partner, or that's just talk? I think that's just talk. Bring up the investigation. I'm looking for a kid. Maybe you could help. Ask away. Maybe I'll even learn something. Got to track down the bastards who fucked up my game. Ask about Fredo. In Realium, he is the son of a wealthy businessman. His name is Fredo Haggis. My cheats are not good enough to see a player's real name. What nick did he use? Shit. I don't know yet, but I'll find out. So you want to be alone. I have to deal with something alone. Sure, I have a few more things to check out. If you need me, I'll be in the western part of this location. No respect for the game. In our day... Trepanator, Panisator, kill them all. The man's avatar was well over 60. Does this man look over 60 to you? The body of a strong man. His face wrinkled into a warm smile as soon as he met my gaze. Nope, still don't buy it. 45 at most. Hey there, good looking. I'm Trepanator. Low City. He extended his hand to me the way people used to in the old days. Only the oldest Low City inhabitants remember the custom. Return the compliment. Hey, those are the most... See, look at that. I just earned something. So it does give you a little symbol here. This could be colorized the same way the icons are in the other one, and maybe put up top here somewhere. The most exquisite eyes I've seen in the entire Virtualium. His smile broadened. Mention looking for Fredo. Looking for a kid. Might have attracted attention with the way he behaved. Have you seen anything unusual? Stop looking for kids and pay attention to elders. Experience and skill are more important than having fun. He winked at me. Fine. There was one guy like that. He had fitting handle. Tuge Bay. Made some noise at the entrance to the level through the subway. Wasn't worth my time. Ask about Tuge Bay. Can you tell me more about him? I keep telling you, that's the wrong person to take an interest in. You're in twisted and perverted. Go on. Experiment a bit. Stick to the investigation. Very funny. Now focus, please. The faster you give me information, the sooner I'll be out of your hair or what's left of it. Oof. He looked askance. He looked askance? Gotta look that word up. Askance definition. With an attitude or look of suspicion or disapproval. He looked suspiciously at me. Kid must have been important or loaded. He had something hovering over him the whole time. That's all I can... Someone hovering over him the whole time. That's all I can think of. He entered with a friend. The latter had a funny name too. Flapdoodle, that's what it was. Mention his avatar. Interesting choice of avatar. Extremely unusual. I know it stands for refined simplicity, but I gather that's not what you had in mind. Go ahead, be nosy all you want. You wouldn't be the first person to shamelessly pry. Avatar looks natural. Most of the players use the opportunity to beautify themselves. You mean to ask why I chose to look like a fossil? You don't have to coddle me. For me, that'll be a compliment. I paid a small fortune for the avatar. It's an interesting choice. Ask about it being expensive. Does that mean it was intentional? Of course it was intentional. I couldn't afford a proper skin. I wouldn't play here. This isn't a free-to-play for poor brats. I have features here you've never dreamed of. My blood tastes like strawberries. I've always liked them. He pondered something for a bit. So far, I've only seen one player here with an avatar of this class. Why did you choose this avatar? Semblance of what it's like in the real world and normal life. An estimate of how I'd look if I had the chance to grow old. You didn't have the chance to grow old? What do you mean? I died and I was reborn. I'm free from pain, exhaustion, and all the humdrum problems of everyday existence. I live only in Virtualia. I am a zonit. Ask about his death. How did you die? I'm almost too embarrassed to say. My overconfidence killed me. I was young and stupid, and I overestimated my own skills a lot. I wanted to join the Painters, the famous gaming team. I broke into Happy Hunting Grounds to show off and dazzle them with my skill. I used an untested cheat. By the time they reached my flat, necrosis had already set in. Panasator was gracious enough to pay to have my brain saved. Scalpel. Ask about seeing Realium. So I'm not sure where I want to go into this. However, Vagante patch today. Oh, anything good? Comment on his happiness. Let's have a look. Where's my professions? Here we go. Infotainer. That's charisma. We're going pretty heavy into the charisma side of things. It's kind of our main tree. I think that's the base tree we selected at the beginning. Maybe. I can't remember. Again, I don't understand the whole character creation business. It's very simplistic, but at the same time, without knowing what stuff is, it's very difficult. Yeah, see, for example, we can select this skill, but there's no little asterisk next to it. It's not glowing. Nothing. It looks exactly the same as ones we can't afford. Mindfluencer. That would be cool. What do we need for that? We need 3 more flames. Essentially, that's it. Just 3 more flames. Comment on his happiness. Been gaming nomad all my life. I know the feeling. I have a second chance thanks to the boys. They made the rend and transfer possible for me, even though I was an insignificant brat back then. Now my brain rests in a safe. I do dream of seeing Realium again sometime. I miss some places, but I cannot afford a Mobrium. When did you die? My avatar shows my correct age. I died before my voice changed. Wasn't so bad. Puberty in Twisted and Perverted has its perks. I could show you a thing or two. I know enough. Not to boast, but if anyone was to do the teaching, it would probably be me. I think we should check which one of us is right, preferably in a cozy, secluded place with no interruptions. How do you make a living? How do you earn money if you can only function in Virtualia? I manufacture cheats, the old type. Nobody else is doing it anymore, so they're selling like crazy. They're all secured from external examination. They just self-delete, so they're practically untraceable. 99.999 success rate. There was only one case in my entire career where someone traced me. How come someone traced you? She was an even bigger fossil than I was. Used a DDoS on my emergency access gate to the virus. So naturally I wasn't prepared for that. What year were they from? 2040. That method has been obsolete for decades. You can always come back though. Yeah. So we can make an educated guess. But we're still on the fence as far as I'm concerned. We don't know if he played himself and went for that rich boy lifestyle. We don't know if he maybe purchased the expensive skin for his buddy. We don't know if the expensive buddy was the expensive skin was on his buddy and they switched so he could lay low, or whether or not the expensive buddy guilted him into giving him the expensive skin. All of these things are possibilities. Old, powerful, and marked with scars. We value hospitality. Come have a drink with us. Okay. I immediately felt the cheat hidden in the alcohol hit my sentence. Senses and flow through my entire virtual body. I got dizzy. Your new cheat works. Trepanator. Let's see if the kid has anything interesting installed. He connected to my private deck. I was too drunk to stop him. You should be more careful, kiddo. I won't hurt you. I'm just copying your toys, but you never know who you might stumble onto next time. Bummer. That could just mean nothing, by the way. Low City, comment on the tattoos. Tattoos, things from under the city. Esqui, pretty. Thanks, you have a good eye, youngster. You're a little drunk, though. Ask about Fredo. I'm searching for a player. You seen him? Let's say you found a certain player, haven't you? Tried standing on one leg and barely avoided hitting the floor. Maybe, not yet. Comment on the old skin. I pointed a finger in the rough direction of the panissenators, and I spoke eloquently. So old. You mean the skin? You bet it is. Why? You think the game should feature only young people? Curse him. You ass. Kids don't know how to drink these days. Calm down, kiddo. Your skin will pale. I checked whether the cheat damaged my avatar and he chuckled. Delete it, damn it. Not possible. The cheat's highly realistic. You can only sober up with time. Okay. Wanna fight? Yeah, I wanna fight. Come and fight me, fists only. Slow down, I swear. People these days don't know anything about finesse. This is not how you go about it. Want to buy something? If you don't, fuck off. What are you buying? What do you have for sale? He eyed me suspiciously and waited. Hey, Retro, how you doing? It's interesting. It's fully dialogue driven. Post future sleuth, detect them up. Zero combat. CRPG, very basic upgrade structure by the looks of it. He eyed me suspiciously and waited as if he expected to hear a secret password. Well, just so happens I can guess the password, because I'm a sleeves. The best chestnuts are sold in Pigale Square. Should have led with that. What do you need? Some code designed specifically to suit your needs? Move to the investigation. Ask about Fredo. Looking for a kid in an expensive skin, logged in with a friend. Their behavior probably stood out. That's putting it mildly. The brats caused mayhem and vanished. That's all I know. Damn. Literally, that's all he knows. Alright. Who have we not talked to yet? Sorry about your wife. What? Never mind. Rusty stain. A blood stain. One of many in this location. Graffiti. People had different opinion on this. I thought about the aestheticizing of reality, indifference, vandalism. Let's call it art. How is art? The city and virtual spaces serve as a canvas. Graffiti is rebellion. It's a message. Reality is full of mirages. But here's something authentic. Graffiti usually means something else as well in Virtualia. This place is different. We call them sprays. Doesn't look like it was made by AI. The stains are sloppy curves were proof that it was made by a human. Or an AI that learned how to create human-like spray paint. A trash can. It was kind of funny that they appeared in most games. Search it. A mine. It looked like it hadn't gone off when someone tried to detonate it. You found the right person. I have a certain affinity for mines. Well, they have an affinity for me. So they threw it in the trash. Made perfect sense. Interact with mine. Take a look. Leave. Detonate. Go back. Take a look. Anti-personnel. Strong enough to eliminate a player. Can I take it with me? Let's detonate it. There went nothing. Okay. The mine is still there. Interestingly, my points, which were on 0... Oh, this is the number of deaths that I've racked up. Was at 500. Just for a second. And then I respawned and went back to 0. I wonder if it counted my own death as a player kill. Are you looking for sex or significance? Excuse me? Only two kinds of people log in here. First, there are those who know what they want. They seek pleasure in exploring their fantasies. They are ready for it. I'm looking for Fredo. Looking for a player, a new one. And I am searching for attractive ones. Seems as though none of us will get what we want in this conversation. Ask about helping people. Mentioned you could help find meaning here. I couldn't hide the irony. Why? Because meaning is where you see it, Gamedec? It is in places like this that meaning may be needed most. Our clan gives people access to truths about life they desperately need. Your mind is closed to more than a BWI vault, so you might have problems understanding. You said you help people explore their sexual fantasies. Sometimes I'm good at it, but I doubt you are a partner suitable for me to play with. Ask who is. Who would be a partner? I got another achievement. I don't know what for. It's a power gamer. Was there anyone in the last couple of days that caught your attention? Did you fool yourself into thinking your information gathering techniques were subtle? I recruit people for the Hon clan I see everyone playing in this level, and I will tell you about none of them. Discretion is key here. I left without another word. We had nothing to talk about. Red car. A big beast, probably armored too. Take a look. Reinforced chassis. It stood out. The end of the road. You don't follow the truth, you'll never be completely free. Understand? I think we should continue this conversation somewhere more private. Interject. I have a few questions. Now I'm speaking with this insanely attractive man. You're disturbing. Give me your deets. We'll meet somewhere in Realium and talk further or closer. That sounds like a good idea. Ah! Want to see a magic trick? The hell is that? A talking horse? I beg your pardon. I'm a unicorn. Ignore him. Focus on me. A unicorn that knows magic tricks. Do you want to see? You're not going to leave us alone, are you? Not until you watch the trick. Come on, choose a card. I want to look at the trick. Okay, let's see. Great. Goddamn exploit from a goddamn troll. Can I go down here? No. Oh man. I think we've reached about the end. I might have missed a few dialogue options because of choices that I made. Hold up. Generator. An aggregate. Ken? Say you could use a partner. Oh, now I've got... Okay. Why didn't he come with before? Because we did exactly the same thing. I pressed those same buttons. Bob Zappa. What's up? I'm just going to take a guess. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's do a poll, actually. That way I don't have to take responsibility for the answer if it's incorrect. Who is Fredo? Tugay or Flapdoodle? I'll give you 1 minute. Content does not meet guidelines. Toufé or Flapdoodle? Let's see who's getting voted on here. Tugay's getting the vote so far. 50-50. You fucking make me choose, aren't you? Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Flapdoodle. Ask about Flapdoodle. There's a player here in a characteristic leather skin. I need information about him. Focus. Yeah, he was around here. He looked tired. Maybe overwhelmed, you know, like me when I was looking for my wife. But fortunately, I don't need to worry about them. Boy, you're going to have a harsh conversation one day, son. I hope he can handle it. He has to. He's got the best game deck in the area helping him, right? So the 2Gay Bay option is now completely off the table. It's almost, this is weird because we've almost made up our mind about a potential lead, which no detective on the planet would do. Well, I guess shitty ones who make bad calls would, but you get it. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, okay. So we don't find out what Fredo was doing after logging in. So now we can start talking to other people about Flapdoodle. But shit, that could be wrong. We'll see. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna... We got some news tonight. I'm gonna call it pretty soon. And not to mention that I only got 1 hour of sleep last night. Alright. Thank you. Conduct a deduction. Wait, what? Where did Fredo go after logging in? Fredo was lost and wandered through the level. The boy was in a bad psychosomatic state. This is guessing. This is nothing. We haven't picked that up. Maybe this one. But lost and wandered through the level? Oh no, it's fine, Connor. Don't worry about it. Just IRL things, huh? Let's talk to a couple of people again. See if these people want to talk to us again. Maybe, maybe not. You changed jobs. I instantly started playing again if I could in my time. Players were committed. They're having a conversation, I guess. You came back for more. Deduction. Mention your search for the clan leader. Okay, so we can make another deduction here. He met with the clan leader. Like, what? This would be a little pencil note 5 pages down the road, right? It's not something that I would decide on knowing half the story. This I find extremely odd, this whole structure. I like it. I like where the story's taking us. And I like interrogating people, and I like all of that. But this aspect of it is extremely weird. I guess they needed some sort of progression within each case, right? Like... Alright, so we'll come talk to him if we choose that option later. It better not be my only choice now to be able to talk about that stuff with people. That feels extremely limiting. I'm literally guessing. We're playing... We're flipping a coin. Tuge Bay, we can't talk about him. Okay. Ask about the clan's interest in Flapdoodle. Would you notice a player in an expensive leather skin? In general, we welcome all lost souls who might help out the clan in some way. We need to grow to spread the truth, and that requires connections and money. What does your organization offer to those lost souls? The truth. Ask about the truth. What truth? You can't handle the truth. You need... Okay, I'm sorry. About the meaning of existence, the fact that nothing is as it seems about gods. The fact that life is more than just the gaming, sleeping, shitting, and buying. Wait, what? Does she know something I don't? New data. It's not just another technofaith. The Hon clan walks the path of discovery. We discover reality without the limits imposed by the mind and community. Deduction. Priority target. The clan is interested in weak individuals and those whose resources can strengthen them. Ask about them. Nothing to ask about. Infotainer flirt, which we don't have unlocked. I mean, I could do that. We got a few skills we can unlock here, actually. Oh, do I need to go down a path first? No, it doesn't look like I can unlock any of them. Maybe? Oh, maybe not. Do it. Sensory celebrity. I did want to get Mindfluencer. That sounds dope. It just unlocks more options for us during dialogue, I think. Yeah, this could be clearer as well. Like I said, knowing what you can unlock, when, and what the prerequisites are, stuff like that, to be very visual, be really, really cool. All right. I overheard you talking about skins, and damn it, you piqued my interest. You have sublime taste. It's a rare thing here. Vifon skins, amazing, and only for the chosen. Most can't tell the difference. They think flashing a tit or cracking a whip is enough to make people go crazy. Appearances and everything. The skin have customizable blood. You can choose how it tastes. Have you ever seen anyone with such a skin? Yeah, but I've never tasted one. It's probably only a matter of time. A kid named 2Gay Bay was intoxicated, so he'll be easy to get to. Investigate. And we now, see, we can't talk about him. That's so weird. That's disappointing. Like, to lock yourself into a choice before you've actually, you know, made up your mind about anything is just so weird. Where did Flapdoodle go? He wore a paid skin, but not the most expensive kind. Quite busy, as you know, but there's this alley in the southern part of the area. People go there when they want to experience something without prying eyes. The alley. In the level, there is an alley that seems to be a popular place for trysts. He went to the south alley with a woman, meeting with the clan leader. Alright, well, this is giving us more information. That's enough. Hey, teamies, what's up? How can a person join the Sci-Fi Appreciation Society? I haven't decided. I was just gonna leave it for myself. I didn't want to make a real Twitch group. Ramon, have you seen? It's you. You working with the unicorn guy? You've wasted so much of my time. Make him talk. I'm a Gamedec, best in the business. Answer my questions and I'll owe you one. It's a privilege not many have enjoyed. So you're looking for Fredo. I'm looking for... First I have to deal with this asshole. Now you. Do I look like a help desk? Relations. No, you don't. Help desk workers are usually nice. Not from Low City, are you? You live a comfortable life and have the time to think about what's nice and what's not. Fix my problems and I might be nice, he smirked. Ken still looked... Alright, what's your problem? This will save you some time and you can give you the information you need. Deal. I need to find somebody. The job's easy. I even have a locator. Ask who it is. He's somebody who doesn't listen to what's being said to him. I need to straighten him out for good. I understand. Agree. Give me the locator. Find him and bring him to me. If he tries to fight, just kill him. But listen, try to be gentle. Find the player that is troubling Ramon. Okay, well that should be easy with a locator, right? Surely the game would... Oh, I guess not. Oh, hold up. Is that an arrow on my foot? Aha. The locator beeped in my private window. I found the man Ramon wanted. The veteran welcomed me with a crooked smile. You came back for more? Shoot him. $1,000 points. Solve Ramon's problem. Done. Bye. Not saying a word. Job's done. I got him. Hopefully you didn't overdo it. Anyway, you got my attention. Ask away. What are you doing here? Quotas about working people. What exactly do you do around here? I tell the truth to those who are ready to hear it. How do you know somebody is ready? It's simple. I start by saying that we've all sensed there must be something more, that this world couldn't have been created by accident. I talk and observe their reactions. If they listen attentively, I tell the truth. Ask about the truth. Fewer and fewer people die, but more and more can't see the point of living any longer. You'd expect gods to show up more often. You don't think the world came to exist by itself, that it's a coincidence. With the right attitude, purity, and ritual, it's possible to communicate with gods. Make contact. So if I made sure to focus here and now, I could talk to some god instead of watching the players? No, you couldn't. It takes practice and only works in the holy place, in happy hunting grounds where they were seen before. That's why our headquarters is there. He's a true believer. It's not a scam for you. You're really dedicated to this idea. You don't know how it is. It's survival of the fittest in Low City. The clan is the first place I've had a chance. I have hope it'll all make sense. I know how it is, and believe me, there's always a way out. You cannot give up. Even if I have to listen to Lord Enlightened, the clan is my only chance at real freedom. Ask about those who aren't ready. You tell the truth to those who aren't ready to hear it. What about those who are ready to hear it? What about those that aren't? I assess their bank balance, and if they're worth it, I bullshit them. I don't look so offended. We need to make money somehow. Say this is no world for religion. You talk about truth, about purity. Twisted and perverted is not exactly the best virtualium for those things. Purity should be taught to the sullied. It's them who need it. We're present in many worlds, but most players log in here because they're looking for something. They're open to the unfamiliar and rolling in money. We pay for skins and subs because it pays off. We have so many recruits and donations that Lord bought a theater. We've lost it now, but it was a big deal. That's all I got out of him. Had the feeling Rarone really believed the clan's teachings. Alley in the southern part. Let's see if that is even... I'm gonna leave here. See if this is the alley back here. Wait, who are you? We spoken? Trash can. The mine. Interact with mine. Take a look. Go back. Leave. Graffiti. Nothing. Again. Rusty stain. Oh, we have a new option. Taste it. I rubbed the dried up gore with my fingertips, brought my hand to my lips and tasted the collected secretion with the tip of my tongue. I tasted nothing besides the skin of my own budget avatar. So it's not the bloodstain. Again, I'm going to make another, like, educated guess, I suppose. Like, just... God damn it. Stop. Talk to Bob Zappa. Ask about the alley. I gotta make that... God damn it. See what I mean? I'm not being... I could be playing the game wrong. If that's even a thing, I don't know. But I feel like this system right here is the crux of my problems. Like, I have to go, if I want to ask a question about the alley, or I want to ask a question about the clan leader, I need to make that decision right now. And once you've made it, you're locked in. You're done. It could lead nowhere. It could get the wrong person in trouble. God knows. Screw it. Let's do it. He didn't go to the alley just based on the blood, I guess. And this is all assuming he is Flapdoodle. The clan. Can't talk about him, about either option. Tsuge Bay, nope. Ask about Flapdoodle. The kid I'm looking for had the handle Flapdoodle, probably came up with the one while drunk. Have you heard anything about him? Horribly fatigued player, maybe he fainted somewhere. There's an alley here, a dead end, supposedly strange things happen in there. Ask about the alley. Ask about the boy without a skin. Ask about Tsuge Bay. Oh, that's why he left us before. Got it. Clan leader. What has the noxious bitch done this time? Actually, never mind. I promised myself I wouldn't get involved in their business anymore. Noxious bitch. So she's a woman. Anything else? You pay too much attention to words. I'm done talking about it. Speak in slang. Dude, help a friend from Low City out, will ya? That's slang? Alright, the bitch is from High City. More options. High City origin. The leader's a clan woman. So now we have two choices. The information I gathered seems to confirm that Umbra is leading the clan in this level. Or Ramon's behavior seems suspicious. I had to check it out. It's a woman. Searching for Freddo. And then these are all of my possible outcomes based on myriad guesses. This is wild. Question Umbra. Where was Umbra? Maya and Mira. Ramon. Nothing. It's not horse lady, is it? No, that was horsey. What I am is a unicorn, and what unicorns do is bring magic and a glimmer of happiness to life. That was the silliest skin I've ever seen. So you're looking for Freddo. Expensive skin. Looking for the trolls. So we just skipped straight over like half of that. I guess this is if we chose this. It doesn't matter now. Ask about the alley. Hoofprints. I'm sad unicorns are supposed to bring joy and magic, but I haven't done that for you. Maybe if you saw my trick. I know the trick. You make me blow up. Search for the clan leader. Shouldn't talk to strangers, but if you were my rainbow friend, we'd prance around and share secrets, but friends let friends show them tricks. Fine, what's the trick? Pick a card. Stop the trick. I pulled the extra card he hid in his mane. I then pulled a few cards from behind my ear to let him know who he was dealing with. You know my trick. Splendid. Clan leader. That person, certainly to no rainbow friend, roams around the suspicious alley, sometimes takes a whip out as if to ride unicorns. New clue. Is it taking me back? No. Yes, it's taking me back here. The leader is near the alley. Someone sent you down an alley. You went and took something small. I saw the prints. We're reminding him he's human. Well, maybe you're not a real girl. Fair. Can you show me the script that was run when you became a unicorn? What script? What? I was always a unicorn. I emerged from the fantasies and good intentions of children. Pity, because, you know, if I had a piece of code like that, maybe I could be a unicorn or give it to someone who wanted to become one. The only thing better than one unicorn is two unicorns. The code is in the Joker. Sensory surgeon. Turn him back into a human. Deduction. Say you're looking for trolls. The Joker. What the hell's a Joker? Does he mean the card, the Joker? There was a machine someone was interacting with earlier. I think that was way back up here somewhere. The Joker's a card, but he didn't give it to me. Here. Oh, it's this guy. Generator. Aggregate. Same text as before. Alright, let's check out the alleyway again. Oh, there you are. I knew you'd come back. They always do. Her smile made my skin crawl. Deduction. Confront her and say she's the leader. Deduction. Mention your search for the clan leader. You're the leader. Twisted and perverted. And I know you're a game deck looking for a player. Maybe not an idiot, but are you worthy of attention? You know who I'm looking for? Great. This will save me some time. Where is he? Do you imagine this world exists only to answer your questions? Do something for me and I'm on. Stop with the quests. What do you need? Undress slowly. State your terms. You first. In this world, I dictate the terms. Anyone who plays with me has to obey them. I require full obedience. Agree. Very well, let's go. Nobody will bother us here. You may speak. I'm looking for a player. I need to find out. Your needs are not the ones we will focus on. I will consider giving you answers if you comply. Wait for her to speak. She easily withstood my gaze. These are the rules of the game. I give you an order or a question. Your obedience and honesty will be rewarded with an answer to one of your questions. Ready. There's a theater in the middle of this level. It's a symbol. Here, every encounter is theatrical, allowing players to enact their fantasies. Some dream of dominating, others dream of being dominated. Do you find that shocking? Fascination, indifference, indignation, or I could shock her. The only thing shocking here is the extent to which you lie to yourself. All of this talk of submission, admit it. You secretly crave to be dominated. Oh, that wasn't good. Alright then. You're like a bot that fancies himself a full-blown AI. You tread in a world you do not understand, and you certainly do not understand me. Ask about... Attack! Ask about Freddo. What did she do with Freddo? You've seen the player I'm looking for. Seen? We've done much more than looking. He was insatiable and fit this world perfectly. I got as much pleasure out of him as I could. Don't be so indignant. The boy was happy when he left, only slightly worn out. He wanted more. It must have been the best gameplay the boy ever experienced. He wanted me to stay longer, but I got bored of him. My turn. Do you consider yourself a good detective? Will you do anything to find the truth? Confidence. The only thing I'm good at, being a game deck, is not just an occupation. It's who I am. Do you need any help? So we're heading down this path, which, I don't know, maybe that's a good thing as well. There's still things to unlock down here. Secret, and then the rear entrance. Secret, and then the main entrance. Oh. So I guess it doesn't matter? I don't know. Am I to see mysticism in code written by programmers? It's easy to mock things you do not understand. I am offering you knowledge. You don't have to do a thing, just declare yourself our ally. Sure. Fine, you have my support. Will you answer my questions now? Oh, no. Ask about the Hon clan. The clan in Twisted and Perverted. You don't look as if your faith has brought you here. How does the clan fit into this virtual world? The clan... Oh, maybe. Dissonance. Yeah, you might be right. The clan spans many games. This world is mine, so I recruit here. We are one of the most prominent factions here. Express admiration. It's easier to recruit people who log in because of a desire to be dominated. You chose a wise combination. I saw a shadow of a smile on her face. Her gaze was like the anti-bio barrier surrounding the city, impenetrable. My turn. I need a game deck. I experienced something I cannot explain, so I have other clan members. Would you go where I ask you to and seek an explanation? For a fee. Anyone can become my client for the right fee. I'm ready to look for the real-life Santa Claus in virtual worlds. Attack. I've had enough of her game. I attacked, counting on her to spill the beans once I defeated her. She cried in pain and logged out. Okay. So, rear entrance then? Find a way to get into the theater. Get out of the alley. New objective. Crashed car. Damaged cars should disappear. This one didn't. If I was to leave, I had to look for the developer stack and remove the car manually. Night, bud. Or look for a more direct way. Trash can. The mine. We explode. We go back to the starting location. We respawn. Unless we can interact with something else, which doesn't look like we can. Yep. We go boom boom. So we still don't know where the theater actually is, right? That's an entrance or a building we haven't even seen. Game rules. Ah, here we go. Theater door. Programmer, hack it. Open. Past choices. Your level is too low to unlock this location. Try fucking and killing more to increase your ecstasy points. I should have found somebody I could have shot or killed in some other way. Rear entrance. Game kind of reminds me of the old point and click games. Not the Sierra kind, mind you. Well, maybe. But the LucasArts kind. Where you can't really fuck up, you just have to try stuff over and over and over again. Did you forget the first rule of the clan is, oh fuck it. Why do you want to know? No one comes here of their own. At least no one. You obviously don't know who I am, but no matter. I hold no grudges. I was just under the impression that recruiting a media celebrity would be useful to you. Sure, useful. The only star in the world is herself. Ask about them. Leave. No data. It's weird. Full of himself. Apparently he is a very conscious and revels in his power and position. Well shit, it might not be Umber to begin with. Again, we have no choice now. We're locked in. Reminds you a bit of the new Shadowrun games. Those I haven't played. The remakes, right? Came out maybe 4-ish years ago. I get that right? Clan leader. I think I booted it up once, but I never really got too deep into it. Car hasn't changed. Don't play the pen and paper game? So these are like our tips, right? So it literally says the clan leader is a woman. This is full of himself. Yeah, I just don't know. Nope, these two are useless. Theater door. Ah, and you need to kill someone. Fine, I'll do it for you, Chief. Shoot. Oh, shoot him. You volunteered. Dope. I'm level 2 still. Horse. Unless I go and unlock another profession. Which might give me some options here. Nope. I'm missing something. So I just have to shoot him a few times? Who's this? There he is again. 4,500 points. I guess level 3 will do it, huh? Huh? Must have been the wind. At this point, it wouldn't hurt to have an I appreciate that, Ken. Acknowledge. Wait. Ken, wait up, wait up, wait up. Ken. $12,000 points. See, this is the whole... This is filler. This is weird. Wait, I'm level 6 now. Hold up. Fredo. Fredo's in the theater. Did we find him? Holy shit. Did I actually fluke my way through it? Back to menu. If you want to return to the menu, your current progress will be lost. No, God no. It won't let me save. I'm stuck in this menu, which really sucks. I can't interact with shit. I can't move. I maybe found a bug. It's Ken's revenge. Yeah, no doubt. I'm worried. Back to menu. Options. Disconnect Twitch. Clear my current credentials. Okay, good. I didn't even realize it was level 6. I was looking at this over here. I'm like, oh, I'm only level 2. No, that's incorrect. Ken, help me, bro. I am soft locked now. Fuck. Gotta load. "8:48 p.m. That's 2 hours ago. I got no ideas. Without the ability to save, we can't reload. Shit. What if I crash it intentionally? This ain't gonna be good. I didn't realize I had to save. Also, the ability to save completely takes any fear out of choices that you make. But if my save is from 2 hours ago, so it's not gonna matter. Shit. Well, we'll try it. Level 1. We just got here. Okay. So that's Gamedec, ladies and gentlemen. Great stuff. Cool idea. I wanted to solve crimes. I'm a good guesser. I shot a guy too many times. Locked the game. Unable to get into the theater where Fredo's hiding. Maybe. That's going to be it for me this evening. I'm going to get more than 1 hour's sleep tonight. Take it easy, folks. Have a good night, and I will catch you later. Apologies about the game.